Hello, this is my 1986 Mercury Grand Marquis. I've been wanting to do a video on this car for a while, haven't got the chance. But today I had some time, wanted to do a quick walk around video, test drive, and just some details. The car is pretty dirty. I drive it a lot, so excuse the dirt on it. It hasn't been washed or waxed in a while. So yeah, 1986 Mercury Grand Marquis. This car has the LS Decor package, and we'll go through some of the different packages the car has in a few minutes. Just want to do a walk around here. This has two-tone paint. It's smoke metallic and light smoke metallic are the two different paint colors. And the wheels there, you notice, are aluminum turbines. In 86, you could get 3 different wheel options. There was 2 different hubcap variations. There was a basic hubcap, there was a wire hubcap, a little bit more luxury, and then these were the top option, aluminum color-coded wheels. And they look quite nice. Here, I'll show you a close-up. So you'll notice that the in between the fins here is actually painted. And that's the same color, that's the body color here, that smoke metallic. Ford introduced these turbines in the late 1970s. I'm not 100% exactly what year, maybe 77, with the Lincolns, and then eventually Mercury got them too. Okay, so moving on to the interior. So this car has that LS Decor option I mentioned before, and that gave you a luxury door panel, and I'm not exactly sure what that means. To be frank with you, I don't know what the base one looks like, but this is what the luxury one does. This car also has leather seats, and this car is a lower miles car, 67,000 or 68,000, I think. This fold-down armrest is also part of that LS Decor option, I believe. You fold that down, rest your arm on it. And these seat pockets, that's all part of that LS Decor. Leather-wrapped steering wheel. This was an option. I forget exactly how much that was, but we can go through that in a bit. This dash cover I just got just to protect the dash because I drive this car a lot. The dash is in great shape. Here's the headliner. Here's the gauges. So you'll notice the only gauges are speedometer and fuel. If you have low oil pressure, or if the engine gets hot, that light that says engine right there, I'll zoom in on it, right there, that illuminates, and you know that you've either got, you're hot or you got low oil pressure. So not as good as a gauge, obviously. Yeah, just shy of 68,000 miles on this car. So continuing with the interior, I wanted to touch on these striker bushings here. So these door strikers, these plastic bushings disintegrate. They fall apart and crumble, and then the doors don't. They shut hard, they rattle, it's not right. So you can buy all new bushings, but what I did is I actually just cut a piece of PVC that fits over this. I think it's 1/2 inch. I just cut a slit there and then popped it over, and that works really well, actually. You can see how nice and easy the doors shut. And they shut really nice. You don't have to push them or anything. And they open easily. One thing I always point out in this car is that it's ride engineered. I always got a kick out of that. This car has automatic climate control. So air conditioning. The way this automatic climate control works is actually pretty interesting. There's a bimetal strip in this sensor. It's actually tucked up in here, right under the dash right there. And that bimetal strip bends according to the temperature, the ambient temperature in the cabin here. and it's essentially a controlled vacuum leak that allows a certain amount of vacuum to pass and controls the blend door. So if you adjust your temperature here to 70 whatever, it controls that bimetal strip, which then you know, releases that vacuum, and you get supposedly an accurate temperature. Now let's take a look in the trunk. Okay, so this has a power trunk release. It's located here in the glove box. You'll see right under here we have a fuel door and the trunk release. If you press it now, nothing happens. The key has to be on. And you hear the trunk door release there. Oh. Let's go take a look. There's the trunk. Again, excuse how dirty this car is. It's a very deep trunk. It's big. My one complaint on this car is if you're short, if you don't have very long arms, this trunk is quite deep. It's, if you can see here, my elbow, I'm just touching the bottom of it there. So if you have some groceries in the trunk, you have to reach way down into it and kind of reach over the bumper. I've been in and owned other cars that it's just a little bit easier to get to the stuff in the trunk, but the big trunk is nice. It can hold, you know, several suitcases or golf clubs or whatever you want in there. It is nice to have that size. So let's take a look under the hood. All right, so under the hood here, you have the 302 cubic inch V8 in all her glory. There's the top of it there. So this has EFI. 86 is the first year for EFI. Prior to 86, Ford used a throttle body style fuel injection setup that they called CFI. And those are a little bit more finicky. You still can run them today, but they're not nearly as easy to service and as robust as these. I think Ford did an excellent job with this, you know, component, fuel delivery component. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, I think that Ford's EFI that they introduced in 86 is the best EFI of the era. I like it better than what GM was offering. I like it better than what Ford was, Mopar was offering. I think they did a good job. Paired to this, the motor rated at 150 horsepower and 270 foot-pounds of torque. This is also the first year for roller tappets. Prior to 86, they used a flat tappet camshaft, so you can actually run regular oil in this. You don't need a high zinc oil. This has air conditioning. It's been retrofitted to R134. Works great. Paired to this is a AOD, automatic overdrive transmission, so a 4-speed tranny. And the AOD is a pretty good transmission in my opinion. It's very smooth shifting from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. The shift into overdrive is a little clunky, and I've owned a few of these AOD powered cars, and that's kind of just how they are. But with this EFI and with that overdrive transmission, I actually get about 20 miles a gallon with regular 87 octane ethanol blend gas, which is, you know, phenomenal for what this car is. The rear end is an 8.8. We'll just take a quick look at that. There she is under there. I'm not sure what the rear ratio is on it. This car came out of California, but we'll talk more about that in a bit. All right, so let's go through some more detailed stats and kind of more of an overview in the car. Okay, so here we are back in the car here. This is kind of a makeshift window sticker. If you want to pause it and go look through it, you certainly can. I got those prices from other window stickers of 86 Grand Marquis that I found online. I think it continues on the back. Yeah, right here. So that's all the packages and various things I had. The total price was roughly around $17,500. Most of the options listed here were standard options. You could delete them if you wanted to get like a credit. The average price of a new car in '86 was about $9,200. So this car, you know, even though it was about twice the price of the average new car, it was still quite a bit cheaper than the Lincoln Town Car, which could easily sticker in the mid-20,000s after options.